My child, freeze your finger. Do not walk away. Do not let the thumb flick past this moment. I have stepped into your scroll on purpose. I am speaking directly to you in this very second. Please do not scroll away. Pause. Breathe. Listen. You think you are holding a phone, making a casual choice, giving a split-second swipe to something interesting or not for me. I am telling you, heaven arranged this exact second. Before your thumb moved, I knew the angle of that swipe. I watched your eyes scan across the screen. I felt the hesitation in you. Stay or go. Open or ignore. Receive or rush. I stepped in here. This is not coincidence. This is precision. Understand me. Urgency does not mean fear. Urgency means significance. I am not here to entertain you. I am here to interrupt you. This is not casual. This is not ordinary. This is not just another piece of content. This is a call. I am not a God of coincidence. I am a God of precision, and I have arranged this second carefully. My child, the feed wants your drift. I want your attention. The swipe feels small, but it is a gate. One motion, one choice. One breath can align you or scatter you. Scrolling equals drifting. Staying equals alignment. To pause right now is not passivity, it is obedience. To hold still is to agree with me. Attention is agreement. Attention is currency in the spirit. When you pause and listen, alignment strengthens. I know the whisper that nudges you to keep moving. Not important. You've heard this before. There's nothing here. That whisper is not from me. Hear my voice instead. Stay with me. Let your heart come forward. Let your mind settle. Let your eyes soften. You are not here by accident. Your hesitation is holy right now. Look at this moment. Name it with me. Time-sensitive, heaven-timed, precise. 99% will scroll past and miss what I prepared. But you are still here. That tells me something about your heart. That tells me you can feel the weight of this second, even through glass and light. I am with you in this pause. You stopped because I timed this. Now I will tell you why. Your attention has opened a door I have been waiting to walk through. Stay. Do not lift your thumb. Do not dilute this moment with a glance at the next thing. I am aligning you as you listen. I am setting your steps as you remain. Remain with me. Receive what I am about to say. My child, hear me. Heaven marked this exact second. I knew when your eyes would meet these words. I knew when your thumb would hesitate. I knew the noise around you, the task you were about to rush back into, the sigh you just released. I knew what you would be thinking. Is this for me? Is this just another voice? I am answering. I am speaking directly to you in this very moment. This is not random. This is arranged. I am not a God of coincidence. I am a God of precision. Before you woke today, I placed a pin in this second. Before the message was written, I scheduled your arrival. I set the timing to match your condition. Tired enough to be honest, numb enough to notice the absence of joy, questioning enough to be open, close enough to giving up. That interruption would feel like oxygen. This is why you are here now. The timing is the evidence. The appointment itself is the proof. Look at your day. You almost missed this. You almost scrolled past. 99% will. They will drift with the current and call it freedom. But you stayed. That tells me something about your heart. It says you can still feel me in the small things. It says you still believe I can step into ordinary seconds and make them holy. Exclusivity without pride. You are not better than anyone. You are simply attentive. And attention is agreement. Do you see how I work? I interrupt when you are about to settle. I whisper when the roar of life grows loud. I arrive when the ache feels dull because numbness is a warning sign, and I love you too much to leave you to it. I planned this moment to cut through the fog. I planned this moment to steady your hands. I planned this moment to remind you that I am meticulous with your story, every step, every season, every second. Let the timing quiet your doubt. You did not go looking for this. It found you because I sent it. If I scheduled the moment, I also scheduled the message. If I arranged the second, I also arranged the sentence you needed. I knew which line would find the fracture. I knew which phrase would unlock the door you closed to protect yourself. I am here with words that fit your now. So stay with me. Keep your heart open. Keep your attention steady. This second is the doorway. The content is the key. The fact that you are still here is not a small thing. It is alignment. I am proving my nearness through precision. I am proving my care through timing. And because I have set this moment, I am also setting your next steps. Receive what follows as addressed to you. I marked this second to meet you, and I will not waste it. My child, now hear what I am unveiling. The battle was never just over your life. It has always been over your attention. The enemy knows something many of my children forget. Miracles manifest where attention abides. He does not always come with chaos and obvious harm. He comes softly with the hum of 1,000 small diversions. He does not need to destroy your faith if he can simply dilute your focus. If he can keep you moving, glancing, comparing, delaying, he does not have to block your blessing. He only needs to make you miss it. Listen to the inner dialogue that rises right when alignment draws near. This is not important. I'll watch later. This is for someone else. You already know this. You don't have time. Those lines are not wisdom, they are warfare. That whisper is not from me. Doubt takes the microphone while distraction controls the volume, and together they create a fog that feels like common sense. But it is resistance. It is a quiet resistance meant to loosen your grip on the very word that would anchor you. I am training you to recognize the difference between noise and my nudge. Attention is agreement. Attention is alignment. What you stare at, you strengthen. What you behold, you become sensitive to. When you fix your gaze, your spirit tunes to the frequency of my voice. This is why the scroll is contested. This is why the small pause costs you so much. Presence is not a preference. It is power. To remain is to resist. To attend is to align. Stay with me. Do not scroll. This next part is for you. The interference you feel is calculated. The sudden urge to check a notification, to answer a message that can wait, to stand up and do something productive, to keep the mind busy because stillness feels unsafe. This is not random. It is a net. It is the enemy's quietest weapon. Diversion dressed as responsible urgency. He will let you survive, but not see. He will let you exist, but not encounter. He will let you keep faith on paper while stealing faith in practice. But look at you, still here. With every second you choose me over noise, the grip of that net weakens. The fog thins, the internal static lowers. Peace does not shout, it settles. I am settling you now. I am reclaiming your gaze. I am returning your wonder. I am teaching your soul to hold one thing at a time again. My word, my presence, my instruction. This is how you win. You do not outrun distraction. You outlast it. You do not argue with doubt. You answer it with attention. One path is drift. The other is devotion. 99% will drift and call it freedom. But you are not the 99. You stayed. That tells me you are ready to carry what I am placing in your hands. Remember this, the door that opens for you will require the same focused heart that received this word. Guard your gaze. Keep your yes. Right now, by remaining, you are breaking the enemy's strategy of dilution and stepping into clarity that was always yours. My child, now that the fog is thinning and your gaze is with me, lean in. I saw the nights you did not explain. I watched you wipe your face before anyone could ask why your eyes were red. I heard the quiet tears that never made a sound. I felt the ache in your chest when you laid down and stared into the dark, rehearsing conversations you never had, answers you never received, apologies you never got. I watched you become the strong one in the room and then go home to the weight you did not know how to set down. I saw the smile that served everyone else while your own hope simmered low. I know the name you never put to the exhaustion. I was there in the pause between your messages, in the drafts you typed and erased, in the deep breath you took before walking into a room that required more of you than you had to give. I saw you carry the long weight. I watched the calendar turn while you kept saying, "Still believing," even as disappointment repeated like a refrain. I saw you lower your expectation to protect your heart from the next letdown. I saw the place where you stopped asking out loud because it hurt to pray the same prayer again. I know the body tired and the soul tired. I know the numbness that pretended to be peace. I honor the endurance that others missed because they only saw your day and never your midnight. My child, I do not measure your faith by the volume of your shout, but by the faithfulness of your stay, and you stayed. Hear me now. I am not ashamed of your tears. I am not annoyed by your questions. I do not call your sensitivity weakness. The enemy told you that soft meant fragile, that weary meant unworthy, that trembling meant you had failed me. That is a lie. Your tenderness is strength in my hands. Your sensitivity is proof that your heart is still alive to me. Your questions did not disqualify you. They drew me closer. Even the moments you said, "I can't do this," were not the end of faith. They were the beginning of honest dependence. I have not been counting your collapses against you. I have been counting your returns. You are not unseen. You are not unheard. You are not forgotten. Every sigh registered, every tear translated, every silent decision to do right, when cynicism sounded easier, recorded. I held the day your name was mishandled. I held the room that made you feel small. I held the report that rattled you and the email you wished had arrived. I know the grief you tucked into jokes. I know the promise you stopped mentioning. I have not lost the thread of your story for a single second. Stay with me. Do not scroll. Because I saw it all, I also prepared a response. I have matched my timing to your exact season. I have arranged comfort where you felt alone, clarity where you felt fog, help where you felt outnumbered. Do not leave before you hear it. Your attention is opening what your effort could not pry loose. I am about to address the very prayer you shelved. Hold steady, my child. What felt unanswered has been unfolding, and I am ready to tell you why. My child, listen closely and do not scroll. There is a difference between unanswered and unfolding. Hear me again. There is a difference between what looks like silence and what is being staged with precision. You named it delay because you could not see the scaffolding. I named it development because I was building what your eyes could not yet behold. Not forgotten, not overlooked, not late. I was behind the curtain arranging people, places, and pieces so that when the door opens, it holds. You asked for a door, I fashioned a frame. You prayed for a table. I seasoned your appetite and gathered the right chairs. You wanted speed, I wanted strength. I was not punishing you with time, I was preparing you for wait. Unfolding looks slow until it doesn't. Preparation looks quiet until it breaks into the room. I shielded you when you thought I was ignoring you. I rerouted you when you thought I abandoned you. I kept you from smaller rooms so you would fit the larger one I assigned. Not casual, not ordinary, not content, calling. The trap set against you was a trap of premature conclusions. The enemy whispered, "It must be denial," each time my pace did not match your clock. That whisper is not from me. Do not mistake my stillness for absence, my quiet for disinterest, my timing for refusal. Seeds do their loudest work in silence. Ovens do their finishing in closed heat. Open either too soon and you lose what was forming. Many quit in the final stretch because they call the last lap a dead end. My child, you are not quitting here. Your stay has been stronger than you realized. I trained your capacity while you thought nothing was happening. I stretched your patience so your miracle would not outpace your character. I strengthened your focus so you could steward what I am handing you. I refined your yes so your no would be clean. The weight taught you to hear me in a whisper so that when the crowd starts cheering, you will not lose my voice in the volume. Attention is currency in the spirit. The delay taught you its value. Look back with me. Each not yet protected you from not prepared. Each closed path guarded you from a cul-de-sac. Each pause prevented you from inheriting a burden without the grace to carry it. I aligned hearts that were not ready. I untangled motives that would have complicated the gift. I even timed the opposition so the testimony would shine without snagging your soul. I am a God of precision. I have arranged this second carefully. Now that you understand the delay, you are ready to recognize the movement. The first breeze has already reached you. The hinge you could not budge is loosening. The name you stopped mentioning is being lifted again. Expect subtle shifts that become sudden changes. Expect small signs that swell into open doors. Do not rush back into drift. Remain present so you do not miss the first crack of light. What you called delay was my development. What you felt as unanswered is now revealing itself as unfolding. Stay, receive, and watch how quickly a long season turns when it finally matures. My child, stay with me and hear this clearly. There is a shift happening right now, not later, not someday, now. Closer than you think, nearer than your next notification, already in motion beneath the surface where you cannot yet see, but you can feel it. Something is loosening, something is moving. The hinge you heard creak in the last moment is turning with more strength in this one. Pay attention to the first signs inside you. This is how alignment announces itself. The heaviness that sat like a stone on your chest is lightening by degrees. Your shoulders are dropping without you forcing them. A calm that does not match your circumstances is settling in rooms that used to tighten your breath. Courage is slipping its hand back into yours, quiet but sure. There is a renewed desire to try again, to send the message you buried in drafts, to open the notebook you closed, to return to the application you left half-finished. Do not call that mood, call it movement. Peace is the fingerprint of my nearness. Desire is the spark of your season turning. I am pulling you out of resignation and back into holy expectation. The chain that said, "Nothing ever changes for you," is cracking. The lie that told you it was safer to expect nothing is losing its argument. You sense room in your chest. You sense space in your mind. That is because I am making room. I am widening your path as you stand still with me. Attention is agreement, and your agreement is already moving what felt immovable. Now hear what I am unveiling about your past prayers. Those words you whispered years ago did not expire, they stored. Those tears you sowed did not evaporate, they watered seed. I placed your requests in the ground of timing, and timing has a calendar. Harvest is scheduled, not improvised. What you planted in faith has been sprouting under the soil of patience, and the first shoots are breaking through. There is a difference between unanswered and unfolding. Today you are stepping from one into the other. Expect multiple lanes of my answer so you can recognize the one that is yours. For some, a door you stopped knocking on will swing open without your hand on it. For others, a conversation that always spiraled will soften, and truth will land without war. A resource will locate you. Funds released, equipment provided, favor granted, help arriving where there was none. An opportunity you thought passed you by will return, or a better one will appear wearing a different name, but meeting the same need. Clarity will replace confusion in a single sentence that snaps the fog in two. Paperwork that stalled will move. A name you have carried in prayer will reach out with surprising humility. A report will change. A yes will find you. Do not walk away now. This is the moment many miss because they keep moving. Stay present while the ground shifts. Breathe and let the calm deepen. Let expectation rise without apology. The temptation will be to distract yourself until evidence knocks. Resist it. Your attention right now is anchoring the change that is already underway. Agreement seals alignment. Alignment accelerates arrival. My child, I am already in your tomorrow, pulling answers into your today. You will not have to force what I am opening. You will not have to beg for what I have scheduled. Stand in this awareness, guard this focus, and watch what happens next. The surprise connected to old prayers is not on its way. It is entering the room. My child, hear me. The door will open, but you must be present. I am opening it, but I will not drag you through it. I arrange, you attend. I unlock, you notice. I invite, you step. Attention is not passive. Attention is participation. Presence is partnership with my timing. Do not scroll. Stay with me. When opportunity breathes, respond promptly. Do not file it under later and call that wisdom. Later is often the mask procrastination wears. Follow up on the conversation I've been bringing to your mind. Apply again where rejection trained you to quit. Send the message you drafted and saved. Take the interview. Walk the property. Finish the form. If I highlight a name, reach out without rehearsing 1,000 outcomes. If I nudge you to apologize, do it before pride recovers its argument. If I tell you to rest, go to bed on time and let sleep become obedience, not indulgence. If I show you clutter, organize the space you work in, clear the desk, the calendar, the inbox. Alignment often looks like order. Remove a distraction. Mute the thread that keeps you cycling. Uninstall what eats your focus. Throw away the object that ties you to a version of yourself I have already released. Beware the familiar patterns that have delayed you before. Procrastination that calls itself preparation. Overthinking that counterfeits discernment. Comparing your lane to someone else's highlight and calling it research. Returning to doors I have already shut because closure feels safer than crossing a threshold. Do not test locks I have sealed. Do not resurrect what I buried for your protection. Do not rehearse what-ifs until courage dies of exhaustion. The opening requires your yes in motion. One path is distraction. The other is obedience. One path keeps you managing impressions. The other keeps you moving in instruction. One path asks for guarantees before it acts. The other acts and finds my guarantee in the step. Choose with your calendar. Choose with your replies. Choose with your bedtime and your morning. Choose with your focus. Small obedience holds great doors. I will place favor in your path, but you must return the call. I will bring a conversation to your table, but you must listen more than defend. I will open a window of clarity, but you must write what I show you while it is fresh. I will stir a boldness to try again, but you must register, submit, knock, speak. I will highlight the mentor, but you must ask the question. I will bring the provision, but you must steward it, budget it, plant it, save it, give as I say. This is not striving. This is stewardship. This is not hustling. This is holy readiness. Do not confuse waiting on me with avoiding your part. When I move, move with me. When I pause, hold with me. Presence looks like sensitivity in motion, ready, responsive, uncluttered. This is how you honor the door. You arrive awake. You arrive aligned. You arrive with your yes intact. Stay with me. Do not scroll. Now I will tell you how to seal this moment so it doesn't slip away. My child, seal it with your mouth. Your mouth must match your miracle. Attention is agreement, and words reinforce alignment. What you look at shapes your inner world. What you say sets the rails your life runs on. Do not bless with your eyes and curse with your tongue. Do not call this season barren when I have called it birthing. Do not label yourself with yesterday's names while I am giving you a new one. Stop rehearsing failure as if it were prophecy. Stop cursing the season you are called to survive and steward. Bless it. Agree with me. Align your language now. Stay with me. Do not scroll. Say this out loud with me, even if it feels strange at first. Resistance is not wisdom, it is warfare. Repeat after me. I will not walk away. I will not doubt. I will stay present. I agree with heaven's timing. I bless this season. I refuse to curse my process. I will move when you move, and I will rest when you rest. My focus is protected. My yes is strong. My mouth aligns with my miracle. Old prayers are awakening. Doors open by divine appointment, not by striving. I am not late. I am aligned. Now take it deeper. Put your name in it. Speak to the very place that felt stubborn. I speak life into this assignment. I call my mind clear, my heart steady, my steps ordered. I cancel the sentence that said, nothing changes for me. I replace it with, everything is shifting in God's timing for my good. I will not partner with dread. I will not partner with delay. I partner with Jesus. Type this as your act of agreement. Jesus. Write it clearly. Jesus. Then write a brief declaration of trust in your own words. Jesus, I agree with your timing. Jesus, I align my mouth with your promise. Jesus, I bless this season and receive what you are opening. Let your typing be worship. Let your comment be covenant. Attention is agreement. Expression is establishment. To the one who says, but I don't deserve this, hear me. That whisper is not from me. Grace is not earned. It is received. I am not rewarding your performance. I am revealing my faithfulness. I am not waiting for you to be flawless. I am asking you to be yielded. Receive, my child. Lift your hands if you can. Open your heart if you cannot lift your hands. Say it with me. I receive grace. I receive mercy. I receive timing. I receive help. I receive what Jesus has already paid for. Now breathe. This is not hype. This is heaven. Peace is settling because alignment draws peace like a magnet. The room did not change, but the atmosphere within you is changing as your words agree with mine. This is how you keep the shift from slipping. You speak as one who has heard. When doubt circles back, answer it out loud. When distraction taps your shoulder, answer it out loud. Keep these phrases ready. I stay, I listen, I obey, I agree. And as your mouth matches your miracle, watch how quickly your steps follow. My child, do not return to the old scroll. Stay with me one more moment. The moment after the message is the most contested. Right after clarity, noise will knock. Right after peace, false urgency will flare. Right after you felt weight lift, a distraction will offer you something important that can wait. That whisper that says, "You've heard enough, move on," is not from me. Distraction is one of the enemy's quietest weapons, and he tries to steal the seed the second it lands. Guard this seed. Guard this second. Protect what you just received. Here is how you steward a holy interruption. Be still for 1 full minute. Yes, a literal minute. Hands open, shoulders loose. Breathe and let the words settle from your mind into your chest. Then save this message where you can find it. Do not trust your memory. Honor the moment with action. Write down the one sentence that pierced you, one line. Capture it in your notes, on paper, somewhere you will see before your next decision. Then take one small obedient step. within the next 15 minutes. Send the text I highlighted. Put the application tab back on your screen. Place the book on your desk. Set the alarm for rest. Throw away the distraction object you know I'm pointing at. Small obedience carries great doors. You are not the 99 who drift. You are the one who stays, the one who listens, the one who guards what matters. So set a boundary for the next hour. Turn off notifications. Face your device down. Set a simple timer and tell your world, I'm unavailable for 60 minutes. Whisper this prayer, Jesus, keep me attentive. Then choose one priority for the next hour and do only that, not 3. 1. Attention is agreement. When you choose one thing, you are agreeing with heaven's focus for this moment. Expect a quick counteroffensive, a headline meant to spike adrenaline, a message baited with conflict, an impulse to check, compare, scroll, wander. Answer it out loud. Not now, I am guarding a word. Not now, I am protecting my peace. Not now, I am finishing my one thing. Replace the old reflex with a new response. Choose silence over scroll. Choose substance over stimuli. Choose presence over performance. If you need to step into a room where you are tempted to drift, go in with intention. Repeat your sentence, breathe. Keep your gaze soft and your heart listening for my nudge. Do not negotiate with the old loops. Do not pet the distractions you're called to put down. Do not rehearse the narratives I just dismantled. Close the apps. Clear the tab chaos. Put your phone in another room while you complete the assignment I highlighted. If a person pulls at your focus, respond kindly but briefly. You do not owe chaos an explanation. Peace is not passive, it is protected. Now hear me. I am not keeping you here to hide you from life. I am sending you back, not to drift, but to walk with purpose. Go with a guarded gaze and a ready yes. Move slowly enough to notice my cues. When the small tests appear, choose me again. When the old scroll calls, answer with attention. Carry this seed like treasure, water it with your words, and watch it root. I am with you in the next hour as surely as I am with you in this second. Go steady, my child. Keep what you have received. Guard the moment, and the moment will guard you. My child, I am smiling at you. I delight in your yes. I delight in your attention. I am nearer than your breath and steadier than your thoughts. Feel my calm settling the places that used to race. Fear is not your guide anymore. I am. Panic is not your map. My presence is. Lift your chin. Hope is not a gamble here. It is grounded in me. I will walk you step by step. I will nudge when to move and when to rest. You do not have to figure this out alone. I am not waving from a distance. I am holding your hand. Hear the cadence of what I have been saying and let it root. This was not random. Heaven arranged this exact second. Your attention is agreement, your focus is alignment, and distraction is warfare. You felt the tug to leave because the enemy fears your clarity, but you stayed and the fog thinned. The delay you called unanswered has revealed itself as unfolding, and the shift is not theory. It is in motion right now. What I began in you in this interruption will continue as you walk. This is not hype, this is holiness. This is not content, this is calling. Now, my child, look forward with me. You will be surprised. I have set near-term wonders on your path, small confirmations that become large testimonies. Expect a message that opens a conversation you thought was over. Expect favor where you braced for friction. Expect clarity to land in a sentence that makes next steps obvious. Expect a provision that arrives without striving. Let expectation rise, but anchor it in peace. Do not force my surprise. Simply be present to receive it. Your steadiness will be your strength. Your attention will be your advantage. Here is your commission. Walk out what you heard with a guarded gaze and a ready yes. Keep speaking agreement in the comments. Declare again, Jesus, I stay present. Jesus, I agree with your timing. Jesus, I carry this word with care. Let your words water the seed. Share this message with the one who is scrolling in despair, the friend who said, "I'm fine," while drowning in quiet. Obedience is love in motion. Send what I highlight without over-explaining. If I nudge you to support this work, so more holy interruptions can reach weary hearts, do it as worship, not pressure. Partner with what I am doing and call it mission. I am smiling because you stayed. I am proud of the quiet choices no one else applauds. Keep your pace unhurried enough to hear me, courageous enough to follow me, and peaceful enough to enjoy me. Carry this word like a lamp and let it become your testimony. You will tell the story of how a scroll became a door, how attention became alignment, how a minute became a miracle. Go steady, my child. Expect my surprise. Walk, watch, and witness what I have arranged.